Hey, welcome back everyone. Coach Carl, another video. I want to talk about something really special that I just found out by being in a relationship with an amazing woman. It's called How Power Couples Create Results Together. And a lot of true stories here to share with you. But one of the things that I noticed about Jaime and myself is that we're both type A achiever-oriented people, but we're also givers. We're always making sure that we're in service to everyone else. But how we go about that, I discovered, are totally different ways, totally different paths. Like my day's pretty structured. If you look at my schedule, everyone in the family knows what I'm doing when I'm doing it, and I'm pretty much on time and productive with it. But if you look at Jaime's schedule, and it's pretty much empty because she keeps it in her head. Like her day is about flowing and spontaneity. She could be on a real estate deal, close $1 million worth of real estate. She'll go to the gym, she'll clean the kitchen, she'll come back, make some more phone calls, grab the kids, and then next thing you know, she's got 5 more appointments. And then I'll come out of my office like, where are you? Where did you go? I thought we were gonna have lunch. She's like, oh no, I went out with the girls, had lunch, took a break. And so what I started to notice is we're heading in the same direction, but how we go about it are completely different flows. And it can sort of create some friction. So what I realized is in order for power couples to create and manifest together, you've got to know your partner's flow. I'm going to write this down on the screen for you right now. You've got to know the flow of your partner. Because if you don't, there's a good chance you're already in the way of your partner's flow. Okay? And so once we started to really look at this, we were able to respect and honor each other's flow because we're actually doing the same things, accomplishing and being productive, but we just don't understand. I can't imagine keeping your schedule in the head than disappearing and going for drinks in the middle of the day. Like that's just, why would you ever leave your desk, your phone, your computer when you can create results right there? But she creates just as much results when she's in the car hanging out with her girlfriends as I do at home. So it works. Now here's the second piece to that. Over the past year, we've been setting a lot of intentions and doing a lot of meditations. And one night Jaime walked in and she says, whatever you're doing, just draw what you saw. Draw the house in the valley that you've been thinking of. I want to see what you came up with in your meditation. So I kind of drew this driveway and there's pillars in the front in this vision that I had. And the front door opens up and there's this just high ceilings. Down to the right, you go down a few steps and there's this big living area and there's lots of mountains and even a lake. And I'm not the artistic drawing type person, but that's just what came out of my meditation. And in her meditation, she actually drew the other piece to that house, and when we put the 2 pieces of paper together, it actually fit into a house that we both had been dreaming about. A few days later, we're in the car and she's scrolling through the MLS listings because she's a real estate agent, and I just went like this and I stopped and I said, whatever house that is, that's the one. And she took a screenshot of it and we looked at our drawings and we'd already drawn that house and it just came out on the market. So my masculine mind started thinking, well, how did all that happen? What are the steps to that? Because that's profound. That's magical. And sure enough, we went out and saw the house. We've been going there every weekend. No one's buying it. They're dropping the price and it's all working. There is this knowingness that that house is going to become ours. And what I started to realize over the year is that if you set an intention together as a power couple, you've got to give it time to incubate. You can't push or force these intentions. So the second piece I want you to walk away with today is this knowingness that once you create an intention, you've got to give it time to incubate. And that's the second one. And here's what I mean by that. A lot's happened. This was 6 or 7 months ago that we had that meditation, did the drawings, and saw that property in the valley. And you know, during that time, we're introducing our kids, integrating a new family. We started another business. We had some family challenges come up. A lot was going on after we set that intention. But Jaime would do something really profound. She would walk in, and as part of the meditation, we also saw having horses. We also saw having a child together. We could feel it. We could even hear his name. And she would say, have you felt him lately? Or have you felt that house lately? Do you still see it? And there were times when I said yes, and times when I was disconnected from it. And we thought, well, how is this still manifesting if I'm not feeling connected to it? And then I realized that in in power couples, in really strong relationships, one person can hold the attention for both people and it will still start to manifest. But it won't sustain itself if the other person has to carry the intention for the other person. At some point things have to shift so they can become one unit. And there were times when I would walk up to Jamie and say, the actions we took this week, are they in alignment with our intention or are they not in alignment with our intention? And if they weren't, we got back into alignment with the intention. And so we're really practicing and working with this energy. And then I started to notice at some point, if you make those shifts from moving the energy back into alignment with the intention, that seed in the incubator grows. It gets bigger, starts taking a life of its own. And we started to notice that, wow, they're lowering the price. Nobody's going after the property. Let's engage with the owners. And we got the owners to lower the price again. And it started to take a life of its own. So the third piece that I want you to take a look at is once you set the intention and let it incubate, you have to keep practicing staying in alignment with that intention. One person can do it for the other person, but not for very long. But when you practice it together and hold that intention, it shifts into becoming one solid unit. And something else profound happened. While this is all going on, no one else in our life knows about it. And after we went to look at the property one day, we're driving back and we found a restaurant off the side of the road, the only one we could find that was open. We sat down, we started to order, and sitting directly next to us was a woman who ran a horse rescue adoption center. And we started talking with her because rescuing or adopting horses or having a horse was in our vision. When we're driving home, the license plates all in front of us were bought in the same city. When we turned on our Facebook page, we started seeing that house in the listing on our Facebook page. That day, our mom called and said, you guys should go check out this place in the valley. You can go hiking. You can take your dogs off leash. I think this will be perfect for you. It'll be a next good move. And I thought, this could just be a coincidence. If you focus on something like you want to buy a new car, you start to see it everywhere. Or if someone in your family is diabetic, you start to notice the ads everywhere for diabetes, right? But those ads were already there. They just weren't important to you because you didn't need to know anything about diabetes. So this is a little bit more on a coincidence. What's happening is when people that don't know your intentions, when they start to participate in the fulfillment of your intention, that's when you've reached a place of spiritual validation. That means your intention's already in motion. It's already manifesting. You just need to stay the hell out of your own way. So when people randomly are participating in the fulfillment of your intention, it's already in motion. It's already going to happen. So what you need to do now is just connect with that inner knowingness that it's already here and just allow it to unfold. For Jamie and I call it conception. When you conceive a child, you don't have to coach that child while it's in the incubator in mom's belly on what to do. It already knows what to do. It's going to manifest on its own. Your job is just to protect it, to feed it, nurture it, and take care of yourself. In other words, be at your best. Don't get in your own way. So I'm going to put those 3 points back up on the screen. So I want you to practice them if you're in a power couple relationship so that you're flowing together, you're holding your intentions as one solid unit, and you're getting that spiritual validation. And I'll say it again, when other random people that don't know your intentions are participating in the fulfillment of your intention, that intention's already in motion, it's already going to manifest. You just need to stay clear and stay out of your way. Allow it to happen because it will. All right, this is how power couples create and manifest results. This is Coach Carl. I'll see you in the upcoming videos.